Hello there, Paxi. How are you today? It's good to see you. You and I are on board the International Space Station right now. I'm Steve Bowen. I'm an astronaut on board the International Space Station. And today we're going to talk about rockets. Rockets are actually how Paxi and I both got to space to come to the International Space Station. It's also how we resupply the International Space Station, bringing science and cargo and food and everything we need to operate the International Space Station. In addition, rockets are how we put satellites into orbit, which allows us to maintain communications and have images for weather and all sorts of our understanding about the Earth, as well as we send probes and other things into deep space to investigate planets and the solar system. Rockets are absolutely amazing vehicles. And they work very simply, actually. They take a mass and they throw it out the back end. So you can do this at home if you happen to have a balloon. You can inflate a balloon and then release the nozzle, and the balloon will go shooting off in one direction and the air comes back out in the other direction. Now, a rocket is just that on a much, much bigger scale. So for us to bring things to the International Space Station, they're usually, 20, 30 meters, 40 meters tall. They're really long, cylindrical objects usually. And how they work is they're full of fuel. And the fuel ignites, and when it burns incredibly rapidly. So you get a lot of acceleration of that mass coming out of the back end of the vehicle, and that pushes you through the atmosphere and gets you accelerating all the way up through the atmosphere into outer space, where essentially there's no atmosphere. So for human beings to get on a rocket, it's a different thing. We try and make sure that we have incredibly reliable rockets. So for cargo and satellites, the requirements are not necessarily the same. ESA uses Vega and Arianes to launch satellites into space. We use the Soyuz and SpaceX Dragon currently to take humans to the International Space Station. But they all operate the same way. Looking forward to getting home at some point, but those rocket launches are quite amazing. In the meantime, all those launches allow us to do all this research here on board the International Space Station and keep us supplied with food and everything else we need to live in space. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about rockets. If you ever get a chance to go see a rocket launch, it's quite an experience. You all may actually get the chance to ride on a rocket someday, and you will never, ever forget it. Right, Paxi? It's good. See you.